Well, we are currently joined now by Dr. Battula from the Lima Memorial Heart and Vascular Institute, and we're going to be discussing the CardioMEMS technology that's now available out at Lima Memorial Hospital. This system helps to proactively monitor patients in their heart failure clinic. First of all, doctor, thanks for joining us. And can you tell us a little bit more about congestive heart failure and how it affects the body?
Well, congestive heart failure, it's a dysfunction of heart pumping, unable to pump blood to different parts of the body from the heart, either pump failure or impaired relaxation. So both ways it affects the different parts of the body, make a patient they have more shortness of breath, leg swelling, unable to walk. So it's a very common problem throughout the country. Almost 6.2 million people in a year affected with the congestive heart failure. It's costing almost 30 billions for each year, and and readmissions, including readmissions, the cost is too expensive, and 1 in 9 deaths each year from congestive heart failure. Also, these patients, once diagnosed congestive heart failure, the mortality is very high, 50% within first 5 years. So it's a very prevalent disease. So this CardioMEMS is a new technology. It's a kind of monitor patient with congestive heart failure. It's a small sensor. You can see here. It's so tiny.
Very small. Yes, very, very small.
So it's a sensor we put inside the heart, left pulmonary artery. It's a part of the vessel. So it's a very passive energy. There's no real battery or anything. It works with blood vessel. It's a radio frequency. We have like a patient will get like a small pillow. So the through pillow, it's radio frequency things can catch and able to get the cardiac, like pulmonary diastolic pressure. In the patient with congestive heart failure, the filling pressures, the pressures inside so high, that's the reason they fail. Severe short of breath with minimal activity, swelling, the cardiac output so low they can't even walk. So this, when the filling pressures goes up, it takes time the symptoms comes up. So this sensor will tell in advance before patient become symptomatic. That way they can avoid admission to hospital, ER visits, and the physician can adjust the medication prior to hospitalization. So it's a good, very, very highly tested, and it's helping throughout the country. Still kind of limited. It's a new technology. So glad we have here in our facility. We're doing for the last 3 years, and in a lot of readmissions, especially during COVID season, a lot of patients, staying home, eating all the salty food. They're getting more and more readmissions, and this is really helping those patients, especially readmissions and hospitalization. Also helping the physicians to treat guided medical therapies. That way, a patient can improve longevity, and So it's a great. This is a very small, tiny thing. It's inside the heart. It stays with the patient forever.
Dr. Battula, we thank you so much for this wonderful information. Modern technology is definitely amazing. And if anyone out there watching thinks they might be having a heart issue, they can schedule a same-day heart appointment with Dr. Battula. You can do so by checking the number at the bottom of the screen or going online. Doctor, thank you so much for your time, and we'll be back with more right after this.